Hey beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. As you can see, things are a little bit different, and that's because I'm going to be doing something hopefully very fun today. I'm really excited about it. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Not just this, but just more creative stuff. Like, I always want to try the fun, creative, different looks and just stuff that's not just pretty makeup, you know what I mean? But I always kind of put it off because I'm always like, oh, I have other things I need to film, or I have things I gotta do. And I was talking to my daughter a couple days ago and I was like, I have all these fun ideas, but I just don't really do them because I'm always putting more importance onto these other videos that I should be doing or need to be doing, that I still want to do, but like, you know, I feel like comes before just being creative and fun, which is silly. And my daughter's like,
just do the fun one.
And I was like, yeah, why don't I just do the fun ones? I don't know, I put such pressure on myself, it's silly. Anyways, now I'm not quite sure who started this trend. I feel like who I've seen it from or was made much more popular was James Charles. I don't know if he necessarily deserves the proper credit for this because I feel like he always gets ideas from smaller creators and then he makes them more popular. So if you know somebody who started this or has done this as a smaller creator and needs a shout out, leave their link, whether YouTube or Instagram, in a comment, because I would love to check them out or just show them some love and support and things like that. But what I'm going to be doing is the kind of like drippy half face kind of look trend. I'm not sure what to call it, but I just really wanted to do this. I thought it'd be a lot of fun, and I really wanted to use the MBA Cosmetics Chromalust shadows. And I know a lot of people have done it where they've done like a rainbow underneath or like just black and white underneath, you know, there's all kinds of different ways you can do this look. But what I really wanted to do was use MBA Cosmetics Chromalust, their shifting shadows for the under of my face, and then do like a regular look on the other side. So as you can see, I already have my brows done. This one's done just regular. This one I did using the MBA Cosmetics Chromalust shadow in the shade Infatuation, which is a shifting shadow that shifts from like purple to green and I don't know, different colors, and just depending on the light, so whichever way my head tilts it might look a different color. And under these studio lights, I swear it makes things look so one-dimensional, but there's just so much more dimension to these shadows, so hopefully you'll be able to see that in this video. And yeah, with that, let's, I guess, go ahead and get into it. So I am going to go ahead and start off by applying a light layer of foundation all over my face. Even though half of my face is going to be covered in a Chromalust eyeshadow, I still want to like kind of get rid of any discoloration or anything, just kind of have a blank, even canvas. So for that, I'm going to be using the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This is not in my makeup basket this month. I just want to use it because it has the drippy effect that I'm going to use later in this video, at least I hope so. And anyways, I'm not even sure if this will be a correct color for me right now, but it doesn't really matter because that's not really what I'm going for. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use the Juno & Co microfiber sponge to apply. All right, now that I've got pretty much an more even canvas, I am just gonna go ahead and use this Beauty Junkies concealer. It's like a brow concealer, just to kind of outline my face where I want one side versus the other to kind of like stop and start. So I think something like that should work. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes really quick first, and it's gonna be just a very basic look, just because I want a high contrast between like just a simple glam, easy glam look to this other side. So I'm gonna be using MBA Cosmetics eyeshadows. For this, I do have a couple different palettes with some of my favorite shadows, and we're just gonna go in. I'm going to go ahead and start by applying the matte shade Tranquil into my crease with a big fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and use the shade Pebblestone. This is one of their Silk Effect shadows, and apply that over the majority of my lid. Lastly, I'm going to take the matte shade Dark Rose and apply that to my outer corner. I'm going to keep this very simple and basic. Then I'm going to go ahead and just smoke a little bit of that onto my lower lash line. All right, now that my eye's done, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of do the rest of my face. I'll do that really quickly because I don't have very much to cover. I'm gonna kind of speed right through that, but I am gonna be using the Pure Cosmetics Love Your Selfie little mini guy in the shade MG6 for my concealer. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Cocoa Contour for my contour. I'll be using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Red Vino. And then the MBA Cosmetics Pressed Highlighter in the shade Peach Glow. Alright, basic face side is pretty much done. I might add a winged liner later. I'm not really sure yet, but I want to move on to the other side of my face and we'll go from there. Now what I'm thinking is that I want to do, like I already got my brow done a different color. I wanted that to stand out. I wasn't sure if I was just going to do my whole other side of my face one solid color aside from my brow, or attempt to do some kind of eye look. We just use one different Chromalust shadow than what's going to be on the rest of my skin, and then that's where I was thinking about maybe doing the wing liner. I'll probably add some lashes and go from there. Alright, so yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and go in with Fervor. I'm going to take this kind of fluffy blending brush from Royal & Langnickel. It's their Omnia BOM 430 brush. And I'm just going to start by patting that all over my lid and then slowly blending it up into my crease. Well, this brush is actually quite big, so it went over a big part of my lid and crease without me having to do much. Alright, so I'm just going to take a smaller blending brush. This is the Morphe M507, just to kind of softly blend that up a little bit because I don't want it looking so harsh. And these are the type of shadows I don't think you want to blend too much because that might mess with the multi-chrome effect of them. You just kind of want to softly pat them out. So that's what I'm going to kind of try to do. I guess I'll go ahead and bring some of that to my lower lash line too, might as well. So now I'm going to go in with another Royal & Langnickel Omnia brush. This is their BOM 405, and now I'm going to be going into the shade, what is it? Fetish. This is the shade that's going to be like my skin. So I'm going to slowly use this brush to add it to kind of like my brow bone, like that would be my skin, and then above my eyebrow I did kind of wipe away that concealer line just a little bit. I have enough there so I can see where to follow, but for the most part I wiped it away just so it wasn't super prominent. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just start applying this all over my face. Okay, wow, I'm like absolutely loving the way this is looking, especially with the color I have in my brow, which is Infatuation. Oh my gosh, the contrast of that is stunning. Love it. I don't know if the lid shade I put on really works. It's not as much of a contrast, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. But I'm loving this Fetish shade as my quote-unquote skin tone. It looks so cool, and I really think you can see the shift. It's so cool. Alright, now that I've got a good portion of the more detailed areas of my face done with that little brush, I'm actually going to go in with this round brush. It's a little bit bigger just to cover a lot more surface area a lot more quickly. Alright, now I'm just going to go back with that smaller brush just to do a little bit of the detail around my lips. These Chromalusts are said that they are not for the lips, so I don't want to put them on my lips. I'm just going to go around my lips, and then I will use something else for my lipstick. Alright, this is how it's looking so far, and I am loving the way it looks. It looks really, really crazy, but I especially love the contrast of my eyebrow. It looks so, so awesome. Next, I think I want to go ahead and put on some winged liner and then some lashes. For my lashes, I'm going to be using the Pure Cosmetics Bombshell lashes. Honestly, with lashes on, this looks so much better. And then for my lips, I'm going to be applying the Makeup Forever liquid lipstick in the shade 501, which is a purple shade. This is kind of old, so hopefully it will still work. We're going to finish up this look lastly by doing the drips, and that's where this foundation is going to come back in. just so it looks like the foundation's kind of dripping down, but I don't want it to overtake the whole look. So hopefully this turns out. Okay, that's actually a lot of foundation. I feel like I need to blend it in a little bit, so I am going to take brush just to kind of blend it in with the rest of my face. I think that'll complete it kind of for this little look. Not exactly the perfect way I hoped it turned out, but I think it turned out pretty cool. I'd love to know what you guys think. If you guys had any tips or anything I could have done to improve this if I happen to try it again. I don't know if I will, but I really just want to try it and I'm really glad that I did. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're curious about anything that I used, I will put everything in the description box for your convenience. But yeah, that is it for this fun kind of two-toned face look that I did. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it. While it isn't the most amazing thing, I am so glad I did it. I think this would be a really fun, kind of very simple-ish idea maybe for Halloween coming up. I know it's a couple months away, but that just kind of popped in my head. This would be kind of a creative thing to do for, you know, Halloween look or just for fun. I don't know, I'm really glad I did it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video too. And if you'd like to see more creative stuff like this, please let me know, because I do have other ideas. I just never really follow through with them because I don't know, I just feel like I should do other things instead. But I really enjoyed this, so please let me know your thoughts, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend. But anyways, with all that being said, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes. Mwah!